Hello everyone and welcome to my Friday afternoon 1 minute forecast. Meteorologist Hunter Binstock here. And we're going to start off with a look at satellite and radar. A lot of clouds out there this afternoon. Some folks saw some snowfall last night, maybe even a little bit of freezing precipitation here or there. A lot of ice pellets got seen. We're looking out towards the more eastern portions of the state now for that precipitation as it's working way out towards the more eastern portions of the state over into the Minnesota area. And it's going to pretty much clear the state here shortly. It won't be here for much longer. And looking at our NDDOT roadmap kind of reflects that. Locations out towards the more westerly locations, Williston, Minot, the capital city, all have transitioned into those wet slushy roads as the day is starting to warm up. We're getting above freezing. Any of that light snowfall that happened last night is already starting to melt away. Now out towards the northeastern portion of the state, they still have plenty of snow scattered roads, so if you're planning on heading from Minot to Devil's Lake this afternoon, maybe for some weekend travel for the Easter weekend, you might want to try to maybe wait a little bit longer for those roads to thaw out just a little bit, or maybe make the trip tomorrow, because tomorrow's looking like a pretty clear day. Now looking at temperatures right now across the state, they're going to be in the 20s and 30s widespread. We have 29 up in Minot, 33 for Williston, 34 for Dickinson, and 34 for the capital city. So only a couple holdouts there, still above, right below freezing. Many are getting above freezing already. Mobridge already up to 44 degrees, Hettinger at 38. So warm temperatures are abound, folks. And now looking at our lows for tonight, we're going to get down into those teens and 20s. So some colder temperatures this evening, but really teens and 20s is what we're going to see here for pretty much the next week until we get to the middle of the week next week, where we have the chance to get above freezing for our overnight temperatures for a couple of locations. Our high temperatures for tomorrow are going to be really similar today. We're going to be in those mid to upper 30s widespread across the state. Should get above freezing once again. And looking at our 10-day temperature trends, that Wednesday is what I'm talking about. Average is 60 degrees for the state, but folks down to that southwest corner, you guys could see 70s. I wouldn't be surprised to see 70s in Bowman come Wednesday, and our overnight temperatures are going to be in those 30s and upper 20s for those couple of days. Now, looking at our wind speed and direction, it's a bit of a mix in the direction. We're primarily out of northwest for that northwest corner, out towards the more easterly locations, right where that trough is still working its way through the state. There's a bit of a wind shift, so we're seeing that southeasterly winds from the more easterly portions of the state, anywhere from 5 to 15 miles an hour. Capital City is actually calm right now, so they're not even seeing a wind chill this afternoon. Look, folks that are further out towards the more westerly locations might see a little bit of wind chill this afternoon, but not very much. I'm looking at our wind gust forecast here for the next couple of days. Those 25s and 30s working their way through the state this afternoon. Should be in the more easterly portions of the state by tomorrow morning, and then it's going to calm down quite nicely for pretty much the rest of the weekend. Just some in and out 15s and 25s, nothing to really sniff at. And then by the time we get to Monday evening, we'll start to see these signals of winds in the more southerly locations of the state. This is from the increased gradient from that low that's further south. Now it's going to be about between Nebraska and the southern South Dakota border, and that's just going to cause some increased winds as well as some increased precipitation chances. And as it works through the state, we're really not going to see much. And then by Tuesday, we've got another wave working its way through the state that's going to bring us some more widespread 15s and 25s, maybe some isolated 30s, but again, nothing too windy. Make sure you tune in to KX News at 4 because I'm going to be going over our snow chances for this weekend coming up.